fine. And uh, Chetan, is
Yes,
there
sir.
somebody called Chetan joined newly?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so Chetan, you are new person, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I will do tomorrow, probably I will take separate class for you to cover the things. Actually, the class was running before 2 to 3 days. 2 days was already over. So
Okay.
for Chetan, I want to take a class tomorrow. Maybe I will tell you the timings afterwards.
Okay,
So
sir.
so that you can cover up with the current running batch. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
if anybody others also in this batch, if any others also interested to hear to listen the classes once again,
Yes, sir.
they can also come and join tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I will let you inform the timing
Okay.
so that we can revise everything tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
But for today, please cope up with the batch because the batch is already going with some programming, basic programming. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
fine. So we'll start with the continuation of the yesterday's class.
Yes, sir.
So select. You need to log in into the server first. Click on this login button. Now give your user ID and password to log in into the SAP. So I'm trying to create a program now.
Yes, sir.
Go to the transaction SE38 to create a program. So did you remember yesterday with what name we have created a program?
Is it M? Is it M?
Yeah, ZM
Is it M? Yeah.
underscore 01 and 02 we have done. So
Yeah.
let us. I will take you into this 01 program. I just want to show because I think Aditya was not there
Yes,
yesterday
sir.
and Chetana also was also new. So just see the program what we have done yesterday. So this is called SAP editor, which you will write the coding. So write is a keyword which will be used to write some literals. Say for example, if you know a C language, in C printf command will be used.
Yes,
In
sir.
the same way, in a ABAP language, in the ABAP language, we will use write. So
Okay.
in a write statement, whatever you give, that will come as output.
Okay.
And 30 means leave 30
Space.
spaces, 30 spaces in the output, and then print Vinods. So it will leave 30 spaces like this,
Okay.
and after that it will print
Vinod.
Vinods. Now the next line is skip 10. Skip 10 means it will skip 10 lines
Okay.
vertically like this.
Yes.
After writing Vinods, it will skip 10 lines, and then it will write SAP ABAP.
Okay.
Okay. So SAP ABAP also it will write in after 30 spaces. Here, that means here if you are mentioning number means it will move those many numbers horizontally.
Okay.
Okay. 30 means it will move horizontally 30 spaces, and then Vinod will be printed. If you are giving skip means it will move vertically. Vertically it will move like that. Okay. Skip 10 means vertically 10 lines it will scroll down, and after that horizontally 30 lines it will move and print SAP ABAP. Okay. So
Okay.
and the
Okay, sir.
next thing what we learned yesterday is
Why backlash? Backslash?
backslash is a new line character. I want to print Vinod in first line and I want to print SAP ABAP in the second line.
Okay.
So this is how you can put a backslash. Backslash if you give, then it is a meaning that take the next literal into the new line. It's a new line character.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what we have done. So I'll say check activate and color. Color is a keyword to put the background color. After color you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, any of the number in between 1 to 7. If I execute this, see this is the output. It moved 30 spaces. After that Vinod was printing, and horizontally it moved. It skipped 10. We have written no? For skip 10,
Yes.
it is moving. It's moving 10 spaces, and after that, write as a 30. It's new line character. It went to the new line, and then 30 spaces it left, and writing SAP ABAP. The background color
Background color.
is some green
Green.
color.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, something like that. Okay, so it is very basic fund of your program. So in the printf command, you can compare with the write statement in ABAP language.
Okay, sir.
Next, we have also created one more program yesterday. The next keyword is I'll comment. The next keyword is parameters. So I can declare a parameters like this. Parameter, some name. This can be any name, P1, P2 or something, var, xyz, whatever you want. Parameters is the keyword, and this is a name. You can give any name. Type, I means integer. I stands for integer.
Okay.
Okay. So you can also give type C. C stands for character. Character.
Okay.
So like that, in SAP there are around 7 to 8 data types are there. The data types, the first data type is a character. Second one is integer. Integer is you can specify with I.
Okay.
Next one is n. N means numeric. Okay.
Okay.
And then next one is f. F means floating. Okay. Then we can also give x. X means x string. X string. X string means which can store the hexadecimal values. This
Yes,
is
sir.
the variable can store hexadecimal values. Then you can also give p. P means packed decimal. P means, so if you want to give restrict the decimal places to 2 places or 3 places, so you can use this packed decimal. And then D stands for date, T stands for time.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the data types yesterday we have seen, and we have also written a small program to add 2 numbers. So this is one small program we have written to add 2 numbers. So user will give the input, and then you need to take those input and you need to add these 2 numbers. So now if you observe here, I have given parameters, some variable name, type I means integer, and another variable P2, type I. So after writing code in your ABAP editor, you need to follow always 3 steps. The first step is save, second is check, third one is active. Okay, then I will execute this. So what it is saying, P1, I can put some input here. This is a input box for P1. This is the input box for the P2. So these 2 are the parameters. So these 2 are parameters. So these 2 are declared with the keyword parameters.
Okay.
So now what I have done, I have declared one variable. So the keyword to declare the variable is the data.
Yes.
Data is the keyword to declare the variable.
Okay.
I have said P3 type I. Again I have declared one more variable with type integer. So after that, what I am doing here in the next step, I am adding P1 plus P2 and putting into the P3. And after that, I am writing in the write statement. I am saying the sum is where is the sum? Total sum. Sum will be available in P3, because we are adding these 2 numbers and putting into the P3. The sum will be available in P3. So I am writing this. Okay. So this is our very basic programming of adding 2 numbers. So whenever we are going to use the parameters keyword, then what it means, you are going to provide a user to give input. So these kind of boxes will come whenever you use a keyword parameters.
Okay.
And data keyword is used to declare a variable.
Okay.
Say for example, you need to sum up the inputs you need to put this value into some other variable, right? In that case, you will declare a variable with a data keyword.
Yes.
And then the next thing is, you write it. If you want to print it or print the output, you put it in a write command. Okay. So I'm saying the sum I will write in a single quotes. P3 is the variable, so no need to put it in a single quotes. Okay. Whenever you are writing two different contents in the same write statements, separate it by comma. Separate the two variables by comma.
Okay.
And at the end, observe each and every statement at the end has
Full stop.
full stop. The syntax always ends with full stop. Each and every line has a full stop. Okay, so I will say some 12 and 23 and I will execute. So the sum is 35. This is the output.
Okay.
So now let us create one more small program. Give the program name and one more thing, those who are not came yesterday, the program name should always start with Z or Y.
Okay.
Z or Y. The program name should always start with Z or Y. If you give something else, say for example I give A something, if the program name is starting with A and I want to create, if I want to create, SAP will ask you the access key. SAP will not allow to create any program with other than Z and Y, starting with Z and Y. So always try to create a program with Z or Y. So now I will say here Z test 3, third program. Now we are going into the third program. So how you will create a program? I am coming from the beginning. Go to the transaction SC38.
Enter.
Press enter. Give the program name here.
Create.
Click on create. Here you give the description what this program will do. Say for example, to print FIRST first n numbers. Okay, so in the type you select the executable program here. There are several kinds of programs are available. You select the executable program in type and click on save. Click on the save button. Click on local object. That means your program is saved as a local program. Click on the local object. So now you are entering into the ABAP editor. This is how you will come to the editor, and once you come to the editor, you can write coding here. You can do coding here.
Okay.
So now, fine. Now we are trying to write a program to print the first n number. That means user will give the input. Say for example, he will give the input 5. Then I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the user give the input 7, I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to whatever number he gives. It will, my output should start with 1 and end with the input whatever he has given. Now how to do this? First I want to give a provision for the user to enter some number, right? Which keyword we need to use? Which keyword we need to use?
Parameter.
Okay, so I will use parameters. Give some name, any name, say for example NUM. Type, he will give a number, right? So integer, type integer. So if you give this, what will happen? Save it, check it and activate, execute. See, already a box has came where user can give some input. Okay.
Okay.
So this input is stored in this input will store in the variable num. So now the user input is ready in num.
Okay.
Now I want to print the numbers from 1 to that particular
7.
number.
Okay.
How to do it? Anybody can suggest me? So basically in other languages, if you know, or some other yeah, for loop or do loop. Okay.
While loop,
So
yes, sir.
basically, for loop is not supported in ABAP. We have do loop and while loop. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
now I'm trying to do this program using a do loop. Okay. So I will say do
Okay, sir.
num times
Okay.
and do. Every do has and do.
Okay.
Okay, do num times means num means the say for example user enter 5 here. Do 5 times.
Okay.
Repeat this 5 times.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, it says the user enter 3 here in the num.
Three times.
Then repeat 3
Three
times.
times.
That is the understanding. Okay, then fine. I will declare one variable data counter type I. I'm declaring one variable, and before going into the do loop, I will say
Hello, sir.
count.
I have one
Before
doubt,
going
sir.
into yeah. Tell me.
Sir, num is one variable, right?
Yeah, num is a parameter. Yeah, variable kind of thing. Yes,
Yes, sir.
it's a
It is
parameter.
not not declared, right?
It's declared in a parameters. So it's like a variable only. If it is
Okay,
declared in a parameter, that is accessible inside the program.
okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So counter. So I can say counter is equal to 1. Initially, I am putting value 1 into the counter.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will come into the do loop. I'll say write in the new line. I'll give a new line counter is equal to counter
Plus.
plus 1.
Okay.
So this
Sir,
is I'm incrementing
Okay. Sir.
counter plus plus
count
is not.
plus is not allowed.
Okay,
Plus is
sir.
not allowed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Fine. So now, if you see here, counter is equal to 1. That means before coming to the do loop, I am assigning 1 here.
Yes.
Say for example, your user has entered 3.
0.
So
0,
3,
sir.
if user has,
What about
which one? 0
0,
means
sir?
it will not print anything. It will not print
Oh,
anything. The
okay,
cursor
okay.
will not go into the do loop.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So if the user has given 3 here, what will happen? It will write the counter.
Counter.
What is there in the counter?
One.
1
1.
is there. 1 is there. So 1 will be printed. Now
Okay,
1
sir.
It's
plus
one.
1.
Two.
How much?
2.
1 plus 1? 2. 2
2.
will be stored in counter.
2+1.
Again the loop will come. Yeah. So like that it will repeat. So save it, check it, and activate and execute the program. So now I'll give some 5, then it will print from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Okay, so if I give some 10, it will print from 1 to 10, and so on. Okay,
Okay.
so now, so this is how you can make use of your do loop in the ABAP. Which one? This one. I didn't get. Yeah, and do. Do should be concluded with and do. So here, actually, C is counter equal to counter plus is not allowed, but add is a keyword. There is a keyword add 1 to counter. We can say add 1 to counter. This is how you can increment. That means either you can use this statement or either you can this statement. Both are
Okay,
incrementing.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, same program I will do in another way.
Okay, sir.
So now I have created another program with the same coding, everything. I have copied the previous program. So now if I remove this, what will happen? I removed num times, then what will happen? What is the output of this program?
Infinite
What?
loops, right?
It's a infinite loop.
Yes, sir.
Don't know how many times it should
How much time
repeat.
Yes, sir.
it will do?
It will go for it. Yeah, it will go for a task. So don't give the infinite loop. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If at all
Okay,
there
sir.
is an infinite loop, if at all you need to try to you want to give an infinite loop, somewhere you should come out of the loop. Okay. So now see, let us see how to give the loop. Now what you need to do here, after writing the counter, I will say if counter greater than or if equal to num
Break. Okay.
exit and if.
Sir, what
So what
about
I'm
break?
saying, break is not allowed here in do.
Okay, sir.
So in ABAP as such, break, there is no keyword break in ABAP.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what we are doing here, I'm writing the counter. If counter is equal to number, that means whatever the input given by the user, if that is equal to the counter, then come out of the infinite loop.
Okay.
Otherwise, this loop is running at infinite time. So let us execute this program, save it, check it, activate, execute. So I'll give some input. So it will be printing. So this is how you can use your do with the exit command, or if also here you can also learn how to use the if statement. Okay, fine. So then now in the next program we will learn how to use a while loop.
Okay.
So now we have learned how to use the do loop. In the next program we'll learn how to use a while. And what is the difference between a do loop and while loop?
Sir, I know do while loop, sir. I don't know only do.
Okay, fine. The thing is, do loop generally
Do loop
what
is
it will, it's not condition specific. Do loop generally won't ask you for condition. If at all you are giving condition in the middle, that's your that means you need to take care. Okay, but while loop you should specify a condition. Okay, so now what I meant to say is, if I am saying while here, while I should specify a condition after while immediately. So what I say, while count less than or equal to num right counter. I don't want this if statement. Instead of end do, I will
And
say end while.
while.
This is my syntax. So this is less than, this is equal to. So both together less than or equal to. Okay. So I'll save. Which one? We are writing the counter, right? If the count, okay, fine. This is a counter. I need to give counter here. Okay. If the counter is less than number, we are writing the counter. We are incrementing the counter, or we are checking the again in the loop. Save it. Check it. Activate. It's good. So we are getting the same result.
Yes, sir.
So is there anybody which are not having any programming background and unable to understand how the counter is incrementing, how the numbers are going to print? Please let me know. Do you know the right how the counter is getting incremented and these conditions?
Yes, sir.
You are aware of any basic programming, or this is the first time you are learning?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir. I know C, C++, Java.
Okay, fine. Then not an issue. And what about the others?
Yeah, I also know.
Everyone knows, sir.
Okay, fine. Then not an issue. Otherwise, I will explain how a counter increments and what's happening in and around. Fine. So then much work reduced from my side. Fine. So this is how you can use a while loop. This is how you can use the do loop. We have learned the do loop how to use. We have also learned the while loop how to use. Then next one is system variables. SAP has a lot of system variables. Okay, for example, now you are using a counter. You want, just now we have done a program. We are using a counter. With the help of the counter, we are printing the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Actually, SAP has a variable. The variable name is sci index. There is a variable called sci index. This is a variable. If this variable no need to increment, but it will give the it just acts like a counter without any increments. Okay. So like this, SAP has several system variables. So let us see the list what it will do. So I will say write sci datum. Sci datum is a system variable which will give you the current date. What is the today? Sci datum, which will give you the current date. So I will execute what it is giving. 9/12 today's date. Yeah, today's date it was giving. So this is a system variable. You just given a variable, it's printing the date without any input. Similarly, sci UZEIT. This is the current time. (1917-36). This time is wrong because your server is located in US. This is a US based server. So this time is that particular time. This is not our time. Okay, this is a server time.
And also the date is also wrong, right?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Then the site datum and UZEIT, these two stores the server date and server time. Yeah. Any
Okay,
questions?
sir. In that 12 line, last comma is there, right?
Yeah. Whenever you are writing two things in the same write statement. See, we are still continuing in the write statement only.
Yes, sir.
Date is separate variable. Time is separate variable. In that case, separated by comma. Okay?
Okay.
At the end only you should put full stop.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
If you want to put the time in the new line, you can give like this.
Slash. Okay.
Yeah, slash you can give. Fine. Then I'll give some other thing also. Sci CPROZ. Sci CPROZ. Sci REPID. These two system variables will store the current program name. What is the current program name which we are doing now?
System variables.
System variable.
No, program name is ZMTest06.
06.
Okay, the program you were saying about the program title.
Yes, sir.
This is the title of the program. System variables is the title of the program. Program name is ZMTest_06. So now these two variables, SciCprog, SciRepeat, these will print current program name. Both are same. Both are same. Okay, then SciUname.
The username.
Yeah, username. What is the current username which when at the time of logging in?
115.
So this is at the time of logging in. I have given user 115, right? User 115 I have given and logged in. So if I give SciUname in my program now, it will print user 115. Okay, user 115. Then the next thing, Langu.
English.
So this is system login language. In which language we have logged in?
English.
It is saying Ian, yeah, English. LINNO, Lino, or line number. Line number is 9. How come it is 9?
It starts from the
Calculate
system
from
variable. System variable.
start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9. U line. U line is underline.
Line.
Okay, and V line. V line is a vertical line. So underline, it is coming underline. Vertical line will come until the next line. So this is a vertical line. T code. T code means transaction code.
Transaction code.
To create the program which, so to create the program, which transaction became?
SC38.
SC38. So this stores that one, SC38, and so on. There are so many system variables like this. Okay, all the system variables are there in a structure called SYST. Please make a note. The system variables are available in the structure SYST. In the structure SYST. The structure name is SYST. Okay. So if you want to look the structure, what you need to do? Open a new session. Go to the transaction SE11. Go to the transaction SE11.
Data dictionary.
Yeah, SE11 is for data dictionary. Press enter. So put the radio button on the database table. Type here SYST. Put it here. Click on display. This is a structure. If you can see, observe here, this is a structure. So this is having all the different system variables. Say for example, I have given a datum, right? So datum is available here. I have given sy-datum. Similarly, if you want to see the T code, you can also see here some different variables. All those variables I have given from this structure. Okay, so fine. If I want to give T code, okay, site T code I have given. So all the fields, all whatever I have given, are coming from this structure. Okay. So in your free time, try to give all the fields. Okay. So data means what? Current date of application server. T code means what?
Current
Current
transaction.
transaction code. Yeah. So whenever you get the time, what you do is you come to this structure, open an ABAP program and try to give and check what is there for each and every variable. Okay. Fine. Then coming to our program. So please make a note that after this, please make a note. There is a system variable size sub rc. The system variable size sub rc, sci hyphen sub rc. I will type. Just have a look. Sci sub rc, size sub rc. The size sub rc stores 0 if the statement written above the size sub rc executed successfully. So what I'm going to say here is tomorrow when we are writing some 1,000 lines of code or something, okay? So then what will happen if I want to check whether one statement has executed successfully or not, I will after writing the statement, I will check the size sub rc value. If size sub rc is 0, that means the statement is executed correctly. If size sub rc is not equal to 0, that means my statement, whatever I have written, was not executed properly. Okay. And then you can also write down the, please make a note of the next point. Site abix stores the internal table index. Site abix tabix stores the internal table index. As of now, we don't know what is the internal table. So we will go and see what is the internal table in the next classes. Okay. Then I will tell you what is the internal table index. So right now, leave the point. Just that means for your reference, when you are referring your notes later on, this will be useful.
Okay.
And next, sci index, sy hyphen index index can be used as a counter. Can be used as counter in the loops. And next point you can make a note. Sci LSIND list index. Sci LSIND will return the list index. Okay, for basic report, list index value will be 0. For interactive report, list index value will be 1. So I will tell you what is the basic report, what is the interactive report later, because these are upcoming topics. The next topics will be these. So once I am discussing this, I will again tell you how the site abix will change, the site index will change. So as of now, please make a note that for basic report, site list index is 0. For interactive report, list index is 1. For basic report,
Will be 0.
Okay.
this is 0. For first interactive report, the value is 1. Okay, fine. So this is more than enough with regards to your system variables. I'll create one more small program. So from this program onwards, we will try to learn different syntaxes which were available in ABAP. So select the type executable program,
Save.
click on save, local object. Now I will say parameters, name 1 of length 10.
Okay.
I want 10 digits length. Type C. C means character. Name means it will be in characters, right?
Yes.
So I'll give like this. Similarly, I'll give another name here. Name 2
Character
of length
10.
10.
Type C.
Type C. Save this, check this,
Activate.
and activate.
Activate.
See, saving, checking, and activating is compulsory in all the steps. Once your program is active, then only you can execute the program. So I'll say the name as SAP in first screen, ABAP in next screen. Okay, but I want the output as combine. That means I want to combine the name 1 and name 2 and put it into one variable. That is my requirement. Okay, we know how to add two numbers. If we want to add two numbers, we will say number 1 plus number 2 is equal to some other.
Yes, sir.
So this is same thing. This is same thing which is using with the characters. Okay. So now here what I will do, I will declare one data. Say name of length 20. Type C. I have declared one variable, and here I will write the syntax: concatenate name 1
Plus name 2.
name 2 plus is not required.
Okay.
Name 1 name 2 into name 3. And you can say write, sorry, not name 3, we have given only name, right? So give only name. So write name. Save it, check it, and activate. Execute. I'll give here SAP, I'll give here ABAP, F8. I'm getting SAP ABAP. Okay, so this is how, like, whenever there are characters, you want to combine the characters together, you can use the concatenate syntax. Okay. Then I want to now the output is coming as SAP and ABAP without any gap, right? So I'm giving here SAP, I'm giving here ABAP. It is coming continuously, SAP ABAP. I want a space between SAP and ABAP. I want one space. for this you can say concatenate name1 name2 into name separated by space. Save it, check it and activate. Execute. Say space is coming. Okay, fine. Then the next thing is, so we will try to, I will try to create one more program and then we'll stop for the day.
I have a doubt here.
Yeah.
Actually, we are giving a concatenate name1, name2 into same separated by space. If we specify space 10, it will move to 10 or what?
No.
Here we can't specify the
Simple,
distance.
simple. Yeah. So I will tell you how to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Then in the next program, we will learn the alignment. For example, I am saying name 1 of length 10 type C and number of length 10 number for, generally if you want to specify something in integer, if you want to declare a variable with the integer, don't specify the length, the system automatically will take the length.
Okay.
When you want to specify a character or numeric, we have different data types, right? Character, numeric, packet decimal, float, X string, string. We have different data types in ABAP. So in those, when you declare a variable with character or numeric, specify the length. So when you are declaring a variable as an integer or float, no need to specify the length. Fine. So I have declared like this. Save. And I will also write. I will also use a write statement. Write. I will say name 1, color 7. In the bottom I will say in the new line, I will say number, some color, some 4, give any color. Save it, check it and activate. Execute. Name I will give SAP and number I will give 1 to 3. I will execute. What is the difference you observed in this? What is the difference between a character and what is the difference between a character and integer you have observed?
Actually, what happens in integer is, for integer, the default value is 8 zeros, I guess, right? 8 zeros. So what happens is it will print the 5 zeros first and then the remaining value is printed.
You see 5 zeros are not printed here, right?
Yeah.
Hello sir, character is taking array.
Which one? No, actually what my expectation is, when you observe, characters are
Taken.
left aligned, numbers are right aligned by default. This is by default. SAP will take care of this. When you declare a parameter which is of character and when you declare a parameter which is of integer, so then whenever you are typing, then itself your typing will begin from
Left hand.
right, your left hand side. Whereas whenever you are typing the number,
Right.
your typing will start from your right hand side. Similarly, when you are printing also, see, I have given color to show you the space available. So this much space is available to print a character. For characters, how much space we have taken? Total space 10. Okay. So 10 spaces are available to print a character, but only we are giving 4 letters. Remaining 6 is a gap. Okay. Similarly, integer. So all these things is gap, and this is only one digit default value. Default value is 0 for the integer, so 0 is getting printed. Okay. So by default, SAP will take care of this alignment
Okay.
because the number should always be on your
Right hand.
right align, so that you can make the totals easily. Because if you found some statements and all, your amounts will be there, after which your total should come. So to carry out the totals, number should always be right aligned. SAP will take care of that one. But even though if you want to make character right align, number left align, how to do it? So here you can say, so character will be generally
Left align.
left align. So I will say here right justified, so that the character now come towards shift its behavior towards the right side,
Okay.
and number
Left justified.
left justified also.
Okay.
So now this is coming in the
Right justified.
right justified. This is left
Left
justified.
justified. Okay.
So now there is one more keyword. So see, this is the total space available to print this. I want to print the variable, whatever the content, whatever I'm going to print in the middle. In the middle I want to print. I want to leave some space here. I want to leave space here. I want to align it in the middle. So for that I will use the keyword centered. If I use the keyword center,
It will come.
whatever you give the input, that will come in center of the total space. So it is coming in the center of the space.
Okay.
Okay. So like this the alignments will be there. So more details we'll discuss in the next class, and maybe tomorrow I can put a class for Chetan, so other people, those who are interested, those also can join. Okay.
At what time,
I will
sir?
let you. I will let you know that. Yeah, that's what I will. I need to discuss the timing with the management people. Then I need to intimate you. Otherwise, management will directly call you tomorrow.
Okay.
Fine then. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you tomorrow. Yep. Yep. Bye.
Thank you.
It depends on man.
Okay, give another.
This is another section.
Okay.
First of all, this program you are using. After that, open with another program. This is the key to this section. Okay. SC11. First of all, this class is yesterday is for
Okay.
same this database table name. Is that Y or
Z.
Z? Is that your name?
Z.
Okay. After that, table is the database table. That any name. Create. First of all, create button.
Okay.
Create for button. So finish with breakfast.
Yeah. You.
Data point folder for US. Pasti ini ya. இப்போ temporary யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா ஏன்னா சரி சரி ஓகே after reviewing one person. Today what topic using it? Ini material ini www.technical.com. Betul betul banyak. This is a very important mistake. Technical.com. What's your name? Entry. Now only we have inner unknown second sub-technical forms. In the subtechnical.com, first of all, we see any material to that forums. About this one, subtechnical. And it interview, but after the script, above material, ABP above material. This after the script. First of all, dictionary, data dictionary. Data dictionary means SC11. System means SC11. What, first of all, creating a transparent table. In the data big table, start with Z, linear to Z. After that, enter the description, delivery classes, and check the table and OK on the field. This button is created. After that, short description, linear to the demo or creating demos. After that, delivery classes. There are classes with two types of classes. 004. Technical setting. There are classes with two types of available. One is delivery classes, and other one is delivery classes table category. Choose that delivery classes A. Okay. This is the customer type is delivery classes A. After that, field. Which field has been selected? This button is field. Field name. The field name we name employee ID, employee name, user number, user name. Right. So many details is there. Double click. This key field type. Double click. After that, yes. Local object, check it local object. Yes, it agreed environment, yes. After that, any character name, long, start description, how many length is created, 5, 10, 15. Domain. Local object. First of all, creating for field name. That part is over. After that, creating a structure in our dictionary. Go to the select for AC11, selected radio button, data type, enter the structure name, starting with YR, starting with the data dictionary classified into 7 components. One is database table, view, data type, data group, domain, search help, log object. Database table when you use creating for table or field name. After that, view is protectional view. So many views is there. Data type Z. Enum system. Create. This option variable can click this button. Structure. After that, short description. Enum to Z. After that, component name and component ID. This is a field name. Okay. You should fill that. Fill that. After that, save, check it, and activate it. This is the structure type. First of all, field type. Another one is structure type. Normally, I am using this creating such elementary and collective. This is such help. which key has been successfully whatever.
We don't know keyword name. We should permission.
This is the, for example, that is the such cell. Start with any database table view that any like this. First start with either Z or Y.
Okay.
Select elementary such cell. After that, elementary such cell. This video button. Use that elementary such cell. After that, click mark. Elementary such cell by the field name and field name. Which key are used? What type of element are used? Data elements, data descriptions. After that, save it, check it, activity. After that, create the secondary map. We create a view. The view cursor is the set of the object. Report of the this is the important method. www. Any material. Okay. View cursor. View cursor. What is view cursor? We are not using this.
After coming classes, we can know this.
First of all, by using this above student only for what type of creating the table. First of all, field name and creating table. Structure when we create a for structure. That's all. Very easy. These are the main thing two part. One is database table part and another one is structure part.
Okay.
Naturally, I am
Did you got materials?
Hello. Hello. ఎప్పుడు వస్తావా just not working, but you are talking. Any doubt, tell me. After the basic understanding how the program user. Yeah. Not nothing. Problem is there. Where your class with me? Username also not working. What is the problem? It's not working. My username password is not working.
What is this? Exiting. Anything is not working.
No, not working. Just a this is first of all notice my technical.com.
Oh, yes.
Graduate BE or
B.
BE CSE?
Ah. What about you?
Same. Number 9.
Mm-hmm. Where you get? Where you get?
I am unemployed.
You are what is subscription?
No.
Any
Any details we search it. We can search it. What topic covered, what was like that daily and I got my search it. So many materials there. I got really what office. My God has been one month is over. After that 20 days my quota will finish. This
after 20 days.
after that I go to my quota.
December.
December evening my quota finished after. Hey, what? You want to Undur kaya, undur kaya. Apa ini? Pusat kita boleh, aplikasi kita boleh. Telepon mana? Ya. Are, waktu telepon aja kalau.
Come here. Hello.
What?
Shiv, right? Shiv. Your name.
Shiva. Shiva.
Give me your name.
80
80
198
198 198
158.
right?
This number is switched off, but I am using this two number.
Which is the most?
Use this number.
This one or
Two numbers are being used. This number
wait. Other page? After you get this,
first of all, the battery is much. 9366
98
66 98
98
776 775.
5.
Doesn't use this number. Presently I am using this number in that. This one.
I will give Mr. Chetan.
Chetan, huh?
Chetan.
CH.
PHC. PHC.
The username password not working.
Okay, come here. How much you finished? This is
I got
the
75% is
here, syllabus is
service. Here means enterprise resource planning. That is system application product in the procedure. The customer is handling customer maintain customer each student are maintain after that there is a complete year. So there are RB20 there are RB3 there are SAP module. So many 5 modules are completed. Module 2 programming, consumer module, module 2, landscape, landscape, I can reviews, and SAP you can do you can create a road generator. What is about log on setting, what is the transaction code.
These are our
transaction code, what TSC level data is so many transaction code is available in each about code, how comment, what is the command, error, the basic concept, how to do output statement, important parameter, industry, update, the program, or report, I can to select the to insert modify update which we have to type it. This is the process now. This is the process. Yeah, the report. You already written this one. Oh, already. You can complete exactly what you can complete. Remaining 8 copies. Which one? 3 copies. Oh, 3 copies. Battery, workflow, battery, 6 copies. Not a 6 floor. That's all. That's all. Because that's been completed. Did you got the hard copy? No hard copy. First I will just read the SAP technical.com, so many materials is there. Here they will not provide material? No, not provide the material. But just read the SAP technical.com, so many materials is there. They must provide. First it touch with AWS report program. Touch with this option. Okay. Understand. They not provide any. Not provided. Why? This materials is built in certificate. This one. They will provide the CDs. And copy with video player. Video player. What is about the so many oh, you pointed in pointed view. In pointed view, edit topic is set with important point is not what is the advanced different ability programming, it is more than the language, the property language, that's all. What is the transaction code? It is the clock screen with the maximum number of settings, these cards, transaction code. When you start with that, huh? Not like that. Another. And so? Good. Above is not the case issue. We can use an uppercase and combination also. I use different object in SAP should start with either that or right. You are using anyone that or right. Our statement in above should be terminated with a period full stop or dot. Basically, you are using this C programming, comma, semicolon or comma like that also. But above programming, full stop or dot and using this. There are five types of programming available in SAP. Executable programming, functional group, molecule programming, programming, computer programming. We will think of five programming. What is the above editor? These are already to create all those programs and it's in as a already I am using it. These as for above editor, above editor executable one is above using this executable program. The program is taken input from the input stream report is called the selection stream. Output stream of the report program is called list. What is parameter? What is data? Parameter data. Keywords. Parameter is a keyword used to declare the variable of particular type to serve the user and data. Parameter a type I already mentioned. This is the syntax. parameter. A means variable name, type I means integer type. These are one of the simple programming parameter. Using this parameter A type by B type by data. Marking the data is keyword which is variable of the particular type which the user and the generated the system at the runtime. Okay. The keyword is system at the runtime. This value is executed from the runtime data value. Parameter A type. For example, parameter variable name type. Parameter B type. Data equal to C. B is the runtime of the runtime. B is the system at the runtime. C type. Key equal to A plus B. Right. The sum of the two number of the list. Okay. A and B. What is that? Suppose A value is 20. B value is 10. What is the output? 30. That's all. By using the system variable, by using side data, side data. Today second this topic. Side data. What is the side data? Side data means date, side time, and login claim number. What is the login username, and report program name REPAT. Today is a color statement. Control statement is nothing but loops. Only for loops. There are four types of control statements available in SAP. One is do, and another one is do n times, and while and case and in case. This is the important thing. Do and end do n times, and while and end do, case and in case. These are four types of control statement available in SAP. But do loop sample program do. What is it? Do. Right. The right statement is output statement. Syntax. What is the syntax? Syntax is used to system variables. Syntax is used to system variable. Who put it value 1. This value is 1. Syntax value is 1. Okay. This is output is clear. After that, syntax value is 1. If syntax equal to 10, exit. And if why are using this statement? And if and do. Okay. What is output? This program, what is the output? ఇక్కడ ఈ బ్యాచ్ చెప్తానప్పా మరి వాళ్ళు వచ్చినట్టు చేద్దాం నరేష్ Which person is that? My friend. You got here from this institution. What about you? You're working? I'm very close. Wait. Yes. என்னடா ஒரு எந்த வெயில் கஷ்டப்படி இப்போ எது வேணுமோ சத்தம் ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் వాళ్ళకి ఏదో ఇది ఇట్నే కదా ఇది కష్టం బట్ మీకు వచ్చి నాకు రామాయణం అది వేరే ఒక పాయింట్ ఉంది నా ఈ మాట బట్ చెప్పి సబ్జీ పెట్టడం జరిగిన క్లాసెస్ లేదు బేసిక్ అంటే ఇంకా ఏమి త్రీ నెంబర్స్ యువర్ బ్యాక్ హౌ మెనీ నెంబర్స్ త్రీ నెంబర్స్ ఏం చెప్తారు అదే మరి అదే basics no not basic other basic is also another model and above is basics above two types one is normal above and another is advanced above dynamic program is added you behavior will see that yeah already you are above there w right change was changed to AW for change and D respond as right there. How much cost duration? Operations. Enjoy the class and enjoy the work. Others will get better. First of all, you are practicing those. Don't enjoy the work. So then you can go for how many days. You don't know if you are getting enjoying by getting strained now. Then you will get your fun. I can say no. And you originally work is not working? Yeah, and then nothing is working. And then you will be to Raj. What are you talking? England. What are you talking? England. Anaya, yeah, Bangala, Mangada. So, hey, so name on the target is there. Philip Raj is there. You will be to Raj. Daily daily same thing is doing. Oh, this is all right. No, like this only they are that way also same thing. Plus is very because what are the are you name under market? Red light for us. Are you market? Hello? Hello? There's something going. I did that. Punya pas harinya ada kan? Udah, tahu deh. See that update. Yeah, open this and other questions. Somewhat over 60%. I don't know. I don't know how to get it. Same thing. It's one and same.
He'll come. I think Internet Explorer has some problem.